What is up, Cowboys Nation? Boy, Mike Tag here, man. Hopefully, you guys are doing good, man. As you're rolling in this morning, this afternoon, this evening, checking out the show, make sure you hit that subscribe if you're new. I got so many new people. I see you guys ain't subscribing. Hit that subscribe. Always get that thumbs up, and you can always share it, man. Spread the word with Cowboys Nation. But the other thing that we've got that I'm excited about is now we've hit a point where we can accept memberships, and you guys can be part of the Cowboys Cave family. And memberships always has its privileges. So if you hit that join down below, I think it's like $4.99 a month or something like that. I'm going to be doing a lot of members shows, but also doing a lot of member only giveaways. And the first one's going to be 2 NFL Shop gift cards as soon as I just started. So as soon as we get to 20, so that's pretty easy, get to 20 members, I'm going to be doing a show raffling off 2 $50 NFL Shop gift cards only to members. So membership has its privileges, but that's beside the point. Worst case, hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe. But I got to come clean with Cowboys Nation. You can always know, man, I'm a positive person. I always try and see the silver lining. I always try and look at the best in everything, but I was wrong. And when you're wrong, you got to admit it. That's the most important thing. I was wrong on Eberflus. I thought he would bring some stability to this defense. I thought he'd bring some discipline to the defense. I thought he would, some continuity. Everywhere he was a defensive coordinator, obviously with the Colts primarily, they were always solid. They didn't have a lot of big names. They didn't have a ton of talent, but they were always in that top half of the league, top 10, always good against the run. Bears, he was a head coach, but the 1 year he kind of got their defense from worst in the run against the run to the best. So he's had the ability to kind of maximize the talent and put in a good scheme. But what he's doing in Dallas ain't working. I mean, this defense it's just been terrible. And, you want to say it's the players. So I gave him an incomplete on the first half. They make the trades, make some moves, get health back. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give him that. Before I rush to judgment, I want to give him the second half and see how it goes. Well, it's the same stuff. It's not generating enough pressure. And you can blitz. You got Overshown back. I mean, they're not utilizing him, to, I think, his ability. Generate pressure. They did it early against the Vikings. McCarthy, obviously, get that pick. He throws are errant, wasn't making good plays. Then you back off, and it's just, let's have a career day for McCarthy. Same thing with Goff with the Lions. You had some pressure early. He was making some throws, getting in his face, and then it's just like it's backed off, and then he just has a huge day, and St. Brown and the rest of those guys have a field day against our secondary. So that has just been the constant. They've made every quarterback they've gone against, jokingly, but it's true, except for Jalen Hurts, look like an all-pro. They've all had career days at some point. I mean, Russell Wilson had the best game of his career and really the only decent game he's had in probably 4 years, and it was against our defense. So looking at the total body of work, they need to make a change. Now, I know continuity is important, and I know, this would be 4 defensive coordinators. I was trying to find I wrote down the quote from Jerry Jones. That's why my head's down, so I apologize. But something has got to give, and it's been a constant with this defense. Defense has not been good for as long as I can remember. It's been a long time. The offense has always done their job. You look at Sunday, they scored 26 points. They would have won 10 of the 14 or whatever games there were on Sunday. That's good enough to win. They're averaging 29 points a game. This will be the 4th time in I don't know how many years, maybe the Super Bowl era or at least the last 30 years, that a team that has averaged 29 points or more has not made the playoffs. This is not on Dak. This is not on Williams. This is not on CD Pickens' offensive line. It's not on any of the offense. Now, could the offense do better in certain spots? I agree. We'll get into that. But you can't put all the pressure on the offense to be perfect and score 40 points a game. That's not realistic in the NFL. I mean, the other teams have defenses. The other teams have scheme. And when I watch the game against the Vikings and when I watch the game against the Lions and I watch other football games, I'm seeing scheme. I'm seeing them blitz, back off, move linebackers around, safety blitz, whatever it is. There's creativity. It seems like the Cowboys and Eberflus is, all right, we're lining up. We're doing the 5 across. That's our big, that's the big, variant that we have. And that's it. Man on man, let's see who wins. We're not sending the house. We're not doing more. And when you got a secondary that is bad, just blitz all day. If they beat you, they beat you. I mean, they're going to beat you anyway. They're either going to beat you because you're not getting pass rush and their receivers are going to destroy us, or they're going to beat you because they're left on an island and you don't get the pass rush early. But at worst, they're not going to beat you deep, and they're not going to – I mean, these guys are wide open. You should not be this wide open in the NFL. I mean, this isn't Pop Warner. This isn't high school. I mean, this is professional football, and there's an issue. But Jerry Jones – said something interesting in the post game, and if you follow the show, definitely appreciate it. But as we talked about it, Jerry Jones did not want to make changes. He said one of his regrets is having 3 defensive coordinators in 3 years. You lose that continuity. You've got Zimmer; he has a style, but do you have all the players that fit it? Same thing with Dan Quinn, and then you go to Eberflus. So you've had 3 in 3 years. So that's why I gave him a little bit of grace in the beginning, because, all right, they made some trades to fit his style. So you believe. So let's see what happens. And the results are still the same. That's why I just think it's more scheme. But Jerry Jones was asked if he still thinks Eberflus is the right coach for the job. He said the adjustments that we made, that we should be making defensively, should be with the next 3 games in mind. With the next 3 games left, the short time we've got to play them in. That will impact any adjustments that you're making regarding coaching with this time frame. We're dealing with that. That's a legit question. So he opened the door that there's a heavy evaluation going on with our defense. So that's a good sign, because I think if you look at this team offensively, we're loaded. We're actually locked in. Get Pickens taken care of. Everybody's under contract. So you're not having this overhaul. Get rid of Steele. Get a new right tackle in free agency or however way you want to do it. I think you're going to be fine. Now look at the defense. You've got 2 number 1s. You got your 2nd round pick. You got your 3rd round. I believe they gave Pickens their 3rd round. So you got 3 picks there. You maybe get a comp pick if one of the defensive guys. I don't know if anyone would give you that, but you're gonna be able to hopefully get 3 impact players at least in the 1st and 2nd round. They got to hit them. That's the key. When you make these moves and you sign guys to contracts, and if you sign Pickens, you're going to have to build your defense through the draft, because you're not going to have a lot of cash, which is fine. They got to hit on their defense. They got to improve their secondary, and they got to improve the linebackers without a doubt. I mean, Sanborn, I don't even know where the hell he is. That was a mistake. And then Murray, I own that one too. I said, this guy's he's solid. He's not all pro, but he's going to be solid. He just looks lost. And I don't know if he's that bad, because he's played 5 years and started in the NFL for 4 to 5 years, or the scheme just makes him look that bad. I just don't know. But this defense is a problem. It is not working, and they're going to have to get this thing fixed. And hopefully it is very soon, like in next year. I mean, this year is obviously gone, but they've got an opportunity with the offense together, get this defense mid-tier and above to do something special. They, get down to averaging 22 points a game, instead of 29 or 30. That's the problem. They're averaging 30 points a game, giving up 30 points a game on defense. The only one worse is Cincinnati, and we know the issues with Cincinnati and their defense. So the Cowboys have got to do something. So go out and find somebody. Find somebody from these defenses that are doing a great job, and get one of their position guys and get them to come in and hopefully bring some ideas and bring some, new style, because we're very vanilla. It's very predictable. I think any of us sitting at home kind of know what they're doing on defense. And if we know, you don't think the offense of the other team and these coaches know? I mean, it's just something's got to give. So very frustrated from that part, because all that was avoidable, all that it was fixable, but they didn't adjust. Stubbornness is what I would say cost the Cowboys their season, from the front office early and from the defensive coordinator and the coaching staff late, because they have not made any adjustments. If your secondary is that bad, then you got to generate pressure, because if you leave them on an island out there with quarterbacks with 4 to 5 seconds to throw the football, you might as well forget about it. So you got to pick your poison. I'm taking my chances. I'm blitzing all day, and I'm just going to see what happens. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments. But again, like, share, subscribe. Again, we've got our new membership. So if you guys want to be part of the Cowboys Cave family, you can hit join, become a member. I've got some giveaways I'm going to be doing when we hit our first goal of that, which is only 20 people. So we're almost halfway there, and we've only had this for less than a week. So definitely appreciate the ones who have joined the Cowboys Cave family, help support the channel and all that kind of good stuff to come with it. So I appreciate everything. We're going to be live Wednesday. Kelly and I will be down. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to talk some college football because, if you're looking, it's about the U. We got a big game against A&M. And then next week, if Miami wins, we might just have a Miami Texas Tech show the following Wednesday. But all kidding aside, we're gonna get this thing figured out, man. We're DC for life. It's disappointing. It's definitely disappointing because I thought the offense was a championship ready offense, but they laid a bad egg on Sunday all across the board. I thought Javonte Williams was the only one in my eyes that came to play. He was hurt, and that dude still was running the ball hard. He was running the ball hard. And we're going to get into it Wednesday. But I think the other thing is I think the Cowboys rely on Aubrey too much. I think they get very comfortable, and I think they get very conservative when they hit a certain spot of the field. And it's hard for me to kill Aubrey for missing a 59-yard field goal and a 51-yard field goal. I mean, need him. That hurt. But that guy's been money, and you can't put all the pressure on him to hit 50-plus field goals every single time. They're going to miss some. That's the way it is. So I think for Shoddy, I think they're getting too comfortable. I think you still need to attack. You don't need to go in comfort mode when you get there. But we're going to be talking about all that more on Wednesday. So hit that subscribe, like, share. I appreciate it, Cowboys Nation. You guys have a great day, great afternoon, great evening, whatever time you're watching it. But as always, appreciate you watching and support the channel. Take care. See you.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.